And staying outside, volunteers who've spent years working to restore natural habitats have now planted 2 million trees in the south of Scotland.
Yes, for the past 2 decades, the Borders Forest Trust have been putting native trees back where they belong. Iszatt reports.
The rolling hills of the south of Scotland are peppered with forests, but not all of the trees are native. One charity has been working for the past 25 years to restore natural woodland habitats.
We've planted with volunteers 200,000 trees over the last 20 years, so that's very important to us. But we're a grassroots organisation. What we do is get trees in the ground.
Are they native to the area?
But where you can see in the brown sort of bracken areas, the smaller trees coming through, they're trees that we planted here about 12 years ago. So that is a native woodland that is just emerging, really. And you can see where the low cloud is in the valley. That's all full of trees. We've got 100,000 trees in that valley alone. Significant number of them planted by our volunteers. It's something that's going to be here forever and transform these hillsides.
Why is it so important to get this native woodland going?
There's a number of reasons. It restores habitat, it creates habitat for wildlife, habitat that is scarce in southern Scotland. So when we plant trees, we see different ground vegetation appearing, we see birds returning to areas, and if the birds come, different predators come for the birds. So just a whole change in the ecosystem, so that's vital in southern Scotland. We've planted 2 million trees so far, and we need to plant more. We need to keep going with this. I think now we really need to be pushing this. I think that the next 2 million trees need to go in quicker. We need more land, we need more money, and we need more people on the ground actually getting these trees.
Helen, this is your first time here today. How do you feel about being part of the regeneration, rewilding of the area?
Oh well, I think it's very special. It's something I've wanted to do for a while, and my friends have already, and you know, what a great opportunity to be here in something that seems so simple and yet so effective, I think. So here I am, and it seems so easy to do actually, having never planted a tree before. I think we all can help in our own ways, and you know, this for me is one way that I can contribute, and it is a small way, but that small steps hopefully make changes, and that's where we are.
Borders Forest Trust operates in 3 areas in the south of Scotland, and they want to put the wild heart back into the countryside.
Well, I think this is a fantastic opportunity to bring back wildlife to the Borders. So the Borders is one of the areas in the UK which has the least area of native trees, and the project we're doing here is trying to address that, bring back a big area of native trees to help wildlife and restore nature, as well as fighting climate change by locking up carbon. What we need to do is think much bigger. And the way you can think bigger is by doing things like this. You take a whole landscape and you return it to nature. Rather than just trying to protect tiny little pockets of nature reserves, we're creating a massive nature reserve here which will last for a very long time.
With plans to plant many more trees and develop a woodland that will encourage native species to return, we could well see the wild heart of the south of Scotland beat again. Iszatt, ITV News, Moffat.